Hey, drama. So as we're going into Unit 1, I want you to choose a story with conflict from your heart. So if you're stuck or you don't know if you've made the right decision in regards to the topic that you're going to write your monologue about, then I strongly advise that you do this with me right now because you want to choose wisely. You don't want to just do a whatever. You need to think about your life as a book. You have stories to tell, and the story needs to have conflict because, to be quite honest, something you guys need to understand, advanced drama understands, but drama 1, I need you to understand. Conflict is the essence of drama. Without conflict, there is no drama. So you need to have that conflict. Now, you don't want to make something up. You don't want to BS it, but you want to pick something that is important to you, and you want to pick something that is central to your heart, something that you feel like an audience truly needs to hear. So what is the story that you're going to tell for this upcoming showcase that's on your mind? Now, you want it to be clear. You want to stick to one topic. You don't want to be all over the place. And the key to doing that is to really making sure you have a story. An actual, how should I put this? You want to be working from a memory. Something that you witnessed, hopefully. Now remember, if it has anything to do with harm, it needs to be reported. So that's hard because conflict usually has to do with pain, right? So I want you to kind of pick wisely when you're thinking about this topic. You can do something that you've seen on the news as well. But it should be something that you really, really care about, something that you've gone through. So if you have questions, go ahead and reach out to me. But let's go ahead and let's think about what we have stories about. And I really hope that you do this exercise because choosing right matters. So here's my friend. Don't roll your eyes, but this is a great exercise when it comes to brainstorming. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L. Do it with me. M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. So, why are you doing this on your own and not in class? Because everyone's this is a story ABC chart. Where is your drama? Where is my drama? Right? Where are the stories in your lives? Everyone's is going to look totally different, right? So that's something to keep in mind. So where do I have stories in my life? Bad behavior that I've witnessed. I have stories when it comes to education, addiction, right? And these are kind of problems because if it's a problem, it has conflict. Yes? The struggle with being happy, right? And I'm thinking about a specific story, so I want to be as specific as I can. Addiction, family dealing with all sorts of things. I think I have a story around that. Money, struggles, during pandemic. I have stories around that. Schools closed because of pandemic, but I don't know if I have an exact story that I can tell that I witnessed. It's that might be a little too general. Money struggles. So you want to think about times when, like, have you had dialogue? Like, did you talk to someone about this? Is it a specific memory? And is there a beginning, a middle, and an end? That's what you need to kind of like ask yourself. So I'm just thinking, like, what do I have a story? I have so many stories having to do with my children, to be honest. But what is the story? Children raising kids, and like all of those fights and the struggle with raising kids and the fights. Raising kids, like a lack of respect. Disagreements with what to do with the future. So I'm just thinking about like conversations I've had. Like, conversations are great material, but also like this should have to do, like, in addition to dialogue and having it to be a specific memory, beginning, middle, end, it needs to be valuable to an audience. Like, what is the lesson that I'm going to teach, right? So I feel like I want to teach love over money, right? Like, kind of like, how do we value relationships over loneliness? I have stories about working too much work. This would go under N, but not enough people. So a lot of like the stories and all of the dialogue and the conversations I have that I'm thinking about have to do with kind of like the pandemic. Maybe like right now there's a story around race you can tell, or a story around like someone in your family being ignorant to the truth, like not knowing, what's valuable or what's important. So then when you're done with that, I want you to go ahead and I want you to kind of highlight what you think you have a story around. I think I have a story around my children, disagreements, and so I'm thinking I want to teach my audience about this idea about how we need to be together and how we need to not fight, how we need to, family matters, right? So I want to teach a story about like how, I want to tell a story about how fighting over the wrong things can lead to a lot of fights, and how we need each other more than ever, and we need respect. So I have a specific story in my mind that I think I'm going to tell, and that's that. So good luck with that, guys.